the best way to make $1 million in the streets? You tell me.
Shit, rob people.
But hold on. But what? Okay, so when you say you rob people, how's that gonna get you in the safe route without getting caught in the bullshit?
Because you got to know how to get away.
We're here in Miami, Brickell, doing interviews in the streets. We're asking people amazing questions to inspire you guys, to inspire the youth. So support this channel, subscribe to the channel, like and comment. If you want some questions that you want us to ask in the streets, let us know. Let's go. What do you do for work?
I'm in politics in my country,
Politics, lunatics, woodticks. What country?
Panama City.
So you're from Panama?
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. What does it take to become a politician?
Well, you need to know a lot of people and want to work for your country.
So why did you choose to become a politician?
Because my dad was a politician in my country, so I keep on the same track.
Do you like what you do?
I really like it.
So why does most people think that politicians lie a lot?
Well, because they had like in their minds these old experiences about the government, especially in Latin America. They have this like poison on the word politician itself, make people doubt a lot.
So what is it that makes you so different than all the other politicians in the world?
Because I've learned from those mistakes and I'm trying to get it better.
I love it. So what are 3 things that you do that are so different than any other politician?
First of all, listen to people. It would sound simple, but not everybody does it all the time. And walk a lot through the streets of my country, like to see what are the problems over there, and make logic proposals for when I'm in the office.
Very nice. Let me ask you a question. Someone that wants to be a politician, should they do it?
It depends. It depends on what they feel about how the things where they live are going through. So I think it would be very good for all the young people to get involved in politics.
So what are 3 tips you would tell someone so they can become an effective politician right now?
First, listen to people. Second, always tell the truth, even though it's not a beautiful truth. And always to try to be as good as possible.
I love it. Who are you voting for, Biden or Trump?
I'm not from here, but
if you were?
If I would, I think I would vote for Trump.
I love it. Why?
Because I like his style and I like he has balls to rule.
We're gonna vote for him in Panama.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between an asset and a liability?
An asset and a liability. An asset is something that comes your way. A liability is something that's a liability. You might be liable for it. You might not be liable for it, right?
You should know the answer. So we're not gonna say right or wrong. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
What's more important? Doing things the right way or doing things the fast way?
The more important things are doing things probably the right way, but some people that might not have the ability to do shit the right way, like have bad records and stuff, might have to do it the fast way, just the way they gotta get it done.
So let me ask you a question. Why did you choose the wrong way in your life, if you don't mind me asking?
Just because when I heard the last question, the way I grew up, if something ain't wrong, something ain't right. So the wrong way kind of chose me too. Like I used to be on heroin and all that 20 years ago. I've been clean for 20 years. I got a lot of bad shit on my record, so it's hard for me to get a good 9 to 5 or something like that. So,
wait a minute. So you were on heroin and you were clean for the past 20 years?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So how did you get clean from heroin?
2 of my brothers overdosed and died, and that was enough for me right there. I had to do it for my mom. I said, "Your last son ain't going nowhere."
No way.
I'm being rock solid serious.
So let me ask you a question. So when you saw your brothers pass away, how did that change your mentality? Say, you know what? That's it. I'm quitting this shit.
The sad part is I was doing 5 years in the feds when both of them passed away, so I didn't get to see them pass away. I didn't make the funeral, so I made a promise in God. And you was talking about repenting. God may forgive and will always forgive, but like the other person you just interviewed said, there's always karma too. And there might be game gods, there might be God, and there might be karma gods. So I believe as long as you doing something that, repays your bad karma, hopefully the karma gods make you look even or get even. But if they don't, then shit, I might be in some trouble.
So let me ask you a question. How does someone that's watching this video, they're on drugs right now, they're trying to get off the drugs, how would they get off the drugs? Like what's some advice you give someone that is going through that struggle?
This is what I'm going to do, all right? I'm going to tell y'all right now. First and foremost, if you want to get clean off them drugs, You have to want it yourself. It don't matter if they have an intervention with your mom, dad, sister, cousin, your dead grandma, your dead brothers, your dead everybody come down from heaven and sitting there in their ghostly spirit. That might scare you to run out of there and want to go shoot a bag of dope. If you want it, you gotta want it. And sometimes that dark cloud of negative energy will always be over your head, and you always want to do the drugs to numb the pain, but there ain't no better feeling than being clean. Trust me, the gray clouds are gonna go away. Even when it's pouring rain, you will see the sunshine. I promise that.
If you had a chance to make $50,000 a year or $1 million cash, but you got to scam someone to make that cash for $1 million, what would you do?
But first you gotta tell me how much time I'm facing.
How much time? I don't know, man. 5 years, bruh.
5 years for $1 million. Hell nah, I can make that in the street. I make $1 million in a year or two, man.
So you make $1 million in the streets?
Yeah, I can make it.
So what's the best way to make $1 million in the streets? You tell me.
Shit, rob people.
But hold on. But what? Okay, so when you say you rob people, how's that gonna get you in the safe route without getting caught in the bullshit?
Cause you gotta know how to get away.
So let me ask you a question. If someone wants to do it the right way, to get out of there, do what they gotta do, what's the best way to do it?
No face, no case, no fingerprint. No witness.
Let me ask you this. Why did you choose the wrong way and not the right way? Be honest.
To be real, the wrong way chose me, bro.
Why did they choose you?
Cause shit, I just walked out the porch and boom, that was the wrong way,
So let me ask you this. What has been the toughest and scariest thing about your future that you always have to worry about?
Karma.
And does it eat you at night sometimes when you go to sleep? Be honest.
Yeah, that's why I take so many Xanax and shit, bro.
So that shit calms you down?
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Without the Xanax, do you feel that there's a lot of karma that's going to bite you in the ass one day in the future?
Yeah, but shit, I know what I signed up for, bro.
I believe it's good.
But it depends on what you do with the money, though, bro. If you just robbing people and you just goddamn giving them, fucking the money up, you just fucking up, bro. But if you robbing people, you take care of your family and your community and stuff. Hey, man, I wish you the best, bro.
But why not do it the right way? Like, why did you choose the wrong way? Why not say, you know what, I'm going to try to do things the right way? Like, be honest.
You said, no. You said, like, how fast, like, you know what I'm saying, like an option. Like, I ain't saying you rob people forever, bro. You said
so you do it temporarily?
You said you want to get rich fast, right? How you want to get rich fast? Just rob somebody, bro. Rob a couple people, bro.
But what about the people, though?
Fuck them folk, man.
That's fucked up, bro.
Look, I'm not gonna rob no poor people, bro. You just rob from the rich and give to the poor, bro.
So you the local Robin Hood.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
I'm like a superhero robber.
But let me ask you this. Are your parents proud of you? Be honest.
Hell yeah, mama do straight. Mama do living good, man.
So let me ask you this. Will you ever repent?
All the time, bro.
So you do it and then repent?
Yeah.
So what's the point of repenting if you're gonna do it again?
God always forgive, bro.
So let me ask you a question. Someone that's watching this, they're good peeps. They're young, they're hustling, doing it the right way.
Keep doing your thing.
Say it again?
Man. Keep doing your right thing, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
So then don't follow your footsteps.
No. But if you ain't got no choice and you need it done real fast, hey,
What
my
about
advice to you, bro.
Hold on a second. You said no. What was the three things you said? No.
No face, no case, no fingerprints, no witness.
I understand. Listen, hopefully you repent and change, and hopefully you become a better person so you can inspire people the right way, because the wrong way, not the right way.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Say it again?
For sure, bro.
That's my boy. How long have you guys been together?
24 years.
24 months or 24 years?
Years.
Unreal. So how did you guys end up being together for 24 straight consecutive years?
Again, the grace of God.
But like that doesn't help a lot of these viewers. They love God, of course, but like what's the number one tip you would say that made you guys stay together for 20 plus years? Say it again?
Compromise.
Explain.
You have to give and take. You can't have your way all the time. You have to try and accommodate your partner,
So let me ask you this. Does it get easier as time goes on or it gets harder?
I think it gets easier.
Really?
It does.
Why?
Because when you just start out, you have a certain level of what we call individualism. You want to do things your way. You're independent. You want to ensure that, the way you have been doing things for the first half of your life is maintained. When you are married, it's a different conversation. And as my wife said, there's a lot of compromise, there's a lot of give and take. Things that I would love to do, because it doesn't suit what she likes, I'd have to give up some of those, and vice versa. But over time, we become one.
Wow.
Yeah, we appreciate each other, we appreciate what each other likes, and then we learn to love each other in doing what is best for the other person. So I turn away from trying to figure out what is best for me and trying to figure out what's best for her. And then the more I satisfy her needs, is the more I am loved as well in return.
I love this man. Is that why you love him?
Yes, yes.
I love it. So let me ask you one last question. Why do you think most people go through divorces and they don't have the right mindset like you have?
We started out with, I would say, loving each other first and becoming friends. We've gotten a lot of counsel, and we understand that one, love is not a decision you make flippantly. Also, love is not it's not a feeling. It's not, I see you, and as a man, you see someone, they're attractive, they're in their prime, they're in their 20s or early 30s, and the girl looks good, and so you see what you like, and attraction is good. But love is not a feeling or something you see and a decision you make based on that feeling. It's a decision. And if you resolve that decision to love, irrespective of what comes next, matters, then the commitment you make at the start of the conversation means you're going to keep that conversation, you're going to keep that commitment, which means until death, in sickness and in health, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, till death do us part. That's what we believe, and that's what we have stuck by for 24 years.
I can't say anything but just drop the mic. You guys are amazing. Right now we have amazing questions and amazing answers. So listen, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do me a solid, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like, comment. If you want us to ask some more questions, let us know. But we got some more people to talk to. Let's go. What do you do for work, boss?
Actually, I sell luxury clothes.
Interesting. When you say luxury clothes, what kind of clothes?
It's right here. It's a real diamond in this clothes, so you can take it in and out.
So you sell clothes with real diamonds?
I'll show you. Come with the appraisal too.
Interesting. This is your idea?
This is my idea.
What made you want to sell luxury clothes?
Cause I bought like a Balmain, Gucci. I bought all those type of clothes. They gave no value at all, so I wanted to do something different for the people.
Interesting. So for those that actually love to buy designer clothes, what would you tell them?
Buy from me.
Why though? Like, what makes your shit so different than their shit?
I give great personal experience. So like, this lock stands for UI. It's gonna have your initials on it, and then the box also comes with your name on it. It's funny. You just called me. Come about to go make content.
Interesting. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. What's been the biggest challenge of being an entrepreneur?
Not giving up, because it's gonna start slow, but just never give up, bro. Because the next day could be your blessing.
When was the last time you actually thought about quitting and giving up? Like, when was the last time you actually can remember?
Shit. I started this about 6-7 months ago. My roughest time is probably last month, to be honest.
And what was going on in your head that month?
Keep faith, never give up.
Why did you want to give up at that time? Like, what was it? What was going on in your business that you said, you know what, I'm done?
It was actually crazy because I opened my store, but nobody bought anything. But I really found out I should have sent the email out to people, let them know my store was open, and they were just devastating. But I didn't even know, that was the problem. So I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up at that time, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna give up.
Interesting. What kept you to keep persevering through the challenging times?
Oh, I believe I'm a big fan of God, so I put all my faith in God, and just know one day my blessing's gonna come.
So let me ask you this. Someone that's watching this, they want to become successful. They're starting a new business. They're starting a new product, whatever it be. They're scared to death. What would you tell them? 3 tips.
3 tips. Start today, because you never know where you're gonna be at in a year. Another tip I would give them, try to get a mentor. Third thing I would do, never give up. That'll be my 3 tips.
But how does someone get a mentor when they're starting out? Because nobody takes them seriously.
Damn, that's a good question. Man, you just have to try and try and try. Like, you're gonna fail, a lot of people like, when I was starting, a lot of people, they didn't give me a chance, but I just kept trying and trying and trying. Finally, someone gave me a chance, and he steered me in the right direction, and I've just been blessed.
What's the #1 mistake you made in the past couple of years that you could say that you learned from?
Not taking risks.
Explain.
Take risks. 'Cause if you don't take them, you'll regret it later.
What are some risks that you did not take early on in your life?
Business opportunities.
Give me one example. Give me a story. This is to inspire young people.
This is Miami. I'm too high right now to give you a story. I'm sorry.
Why? No, go ahead. We can edit it. Don't worry.
Just getting too comfortable in a family business situation, and there was other things outside of the business, of the family, that I did not take that would have been very lucrative. But at the time, I decided to stay in the family business. I could have done both. I could have found a way to do both, and I just was comfortable and didn't do both.
So why did you not do it? If you look back to your life, why did you not take that risk and take that initiative at that moment?
Just being lazy and comfortable, and that's why I say take the risk, because you'll look back, and many people, when they're old, they look back and they say, I wish I took that risk. So,
Are you married with kids or no?
I'm a widower. I was married 24 years. I have 3 kids.
Wow, so you're a widower.
Yes.
Wow, what is that experience to be a man losing your loved one?
The experience is that life is not, tomorrow is not guaranteed, and if you see an opportunity for fun or for joy or for anything, don't waste it watching TV. I don't watch any television. I stay out and I come back and go to sleep when I come home. But you don't waste your life just sitting around thinking I'll do it later. Do it now.
And how did you go through the pain and emotions of losing someone you really love? How long did it take you to overcome that?
She's been gone 7 years, and it took me probably 5 years to get my legs under me.
5 years?
Yeah.
And what did you go through those 5 years like that kind of helped you kind of evolve into the person you are today? Because someone that's watched this may have lost their wife or someone as well.
It's just basically self-destructive behavior and bonking around and ping-ponging down the road until you can make sense of it. And that's what happens. You make sense of it. You can pull 2 things. I can pull 2 things out of my wife's passing that I can rely on. One is what I said, to make every day like it's your last. If I die tomorrow, I feel like I've lived everybody I know will tell you that I live that way. And the second thing was, the only other second good thing I could found about my wife dying was that my kids watched me take care of her for 11 months. And they know I showed them how you take care of somebody that you love, and how somebody should take care of you if you need to be taken care of. And that's something you can't explain in words, but they see it. They saw it for 11 months straight from a front row seat. No nurses, no nothing till the end.
Wow.
And so that they saw that that's what you do for somebody that you love.
So let me ask you a question. Someone that's watching this, that just lost someone they really truly love, could be a father, a mother, a wife, a husband, it could be anybody. What would be one major tip you would tell them to overcome that challenge really quickly? And not being that sense of low moment forever.
I really feel strongly about something, and that is that you take a little bit of time to be sad and to grieve, but then you have to get back out there, not finding another soulmate, but you have to get back out there to get over the grief that you have, because there's always a ricochet. When bad things happen to us in life, there's always a ricochet, there's always a bounce, there's always a reason, and if you're sitting in your room in the dark not looking for it, you'll miss it, you won't see it. But if you get back out there and you look for what is that ricochet, what is the reason that this could have happened, there must be a reason this could have happened, you'll find it, and there is.
I love it. What do you do for work, boss?
Real estate.
When you say real estate, what does that mean?
Industrial real estate.
Interesting. And what do you see the market in the next couple of years when it comes to industrial real estate?
Hopefully the best it's ever been.
So what do you do personally? You invest in it? What do you do?
I sell and lease back real estate.
So you're in sales?
Yes.
What's the toughest thing about being in sales when it comes to real estate?
I think you got to learn to put your ego last.
Interesting. When you say ego, why?
Don't let your ego get in the way of a deal.
So give me an example of getting your ego out of the way.
Are you listening to this, by the way? 1 second. I mean, you've got a buyer, you've got a seller, you've got attorneys, you've got a lot of people involved in the deal. So to put your ego before the deal would mean that somebody said something that maybe brushed you the wrong way, whatever it might be. So what I would suggest is you swallow your ego for the sake of executing on behalf of your clients.
So give me an example one time, a little story where you swallowed your ego.
We had an attorney who said she refuses to call the buyer's attorney for whatever very stupid reason. So rather than mirroring her juvenile attitude, we sort of swallowed it and calmly told her that she has to call the buyer's attorney, which she ended up doing, and the deal got done. So if you put your ego in front of the deal execution, you probably would have responded differently. But responding with the goal that the number one thing you have to do is execute on behalf of your client is probably the best advice that I have to give.
So let me ask you a question. Someone else watches that have a very big ego, maybe a little bit unhealthy. What are 3 tips you would tell them to have their ego a little bit healthier?
Advice for someone who has a big ego. First of all, they've probably seen that get interfere with whether it be personal life or in their career, so they probably know. So what can you do about that? I mean, probably someone with a big ego is probably someone who has insecurities, so they're putting on the front to cover as a defense mechanism for whatever they have going on. So maybe actually addressing the issue, whatever that might be.
That's one.
Because you recognition that it's going to interfere with your career and your life, your relationships, etc., is probably a good first step. And then the second step is actually addressing it. Is that still one? Did I repeat the same thing?
That's number 1, though. 2 more tips.
Maybe this isn't directly your ego, but work out, eat healthy. That's always a good tip.
That helps the ego? Give us something better. 2 more tips, something much better.
So,
You can think, by the way, don't worry.
2 things that help the ego.
Or lowering their ego, having a healthy ego, what helps?
I mean, I think it's all like, I think a big ego stems from insecurities. So addressing those, I think, will resolve the issue.
What are 2 ways to fix that?
To address, I mean,
You address
pick
it,
your
then
problem, right? I don't know. Maybe
someone has a
you
huge.
think you're fat, so like you put down other people to make yourself feel better. So go to the gym and start working out, and then maybe you'll feel better.
How did you have a healthy ego?
I think treating people respectfully, honestly, dealing honestly in business is a good way to start, because then you know deep down that you're not a bad person, that you're treating people respectfully with integrity and honestly. So that, I think, gives you confidence in what you do. And then you don't have to sort of defend yourself with a big ego by putting other people down.
I love it. So one last question. Someone else watching this, they're in real estate, they have a healthy ego, but they're not making it. What would you recommend them to do to create some success?
Yeah, keep working harder. Keep sending emails, making calls, going to events, networking, meeting people, treating people honestly, respectfully, and executing.
Listen, we had an amazing time today shooting content, asking questions, getting amazing answers, and so far we've been having amazing reviews from you guys. So do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We need your support. We're trying to get to 100,000 plus subscribers right now. We're doing amazing on Instagram and TikTok, but for some reason on YouTube, we need your support, we need your help. So until next time, see you guys in the next video.